shrunk some, but obviously the investigation going to be going on for a while. I'm here right now with my colleague, Andy Fox. He obviously has covered Virginia Beach for a long time. And Andy, have you ever seen anything like this?
Never. You know, I've always said we've been blessed so far not to have active shooter situations like this. I was listening to you talking about employees who were having to step over their fellow employees to get out. And I was at a high school graduation, and you were talking about how people should never have to, be experiencing something like this. And I left the graduation quickly. I first heard about this from a Chesapeake source, actually, who had someone in Chesapeake City government who heard what was going on, left immediately. I then was able to contact the city manager, Dave Hansen, who confirmed that this was a really bad situation, that it was in Building 2, that it was public utilities, and that he was getting more information. It was coming out. And I have another City Hall source who said that there are several fatalities that we are dealing with. I was given a number, but I don't think that we should really put that out there. We are going to have a news conference, as you said, with Police Chief Cervera, who is going to come in and kind of give us the details on what we're dealing with. I have also been told that who might be responsible for this, but we are going to hold off on that as well, too. We are well aware that the person who might be responsible for this, and I will only say that the victims are probably familiar with this person.
Yeah, we have been here now for more than an hour, and one thing, though, important to say, that even though we've never seen something like this, they have trained for it. The Virginia Beach Police have trained for it. We brought you countless packages on 10 on Your Side from sheriffs, fire, police, about preparing for the worst. And I'm sure as this goes on, we're going to hear about heroic actions that saved lives.
Yeah, exactly. They train for this. You don't want this to happen. We've been looking all around the country at all these mass shootings that take place, and now it's come home to Hampton Roads, and it's a terrible feeling. I was speaking with Rosemary Wilson, a councilwoman. She was in tears, saying that these are city workers, our fellow employees that are having, that are going through this, the families, that the Virginia Beach family has been severely injured, if you will, and that it just is absolutely unspeakable terror and evil of what happened down here in the City Hall complex in Virginia Beach this afternoon.
Yeah, this is, again, just to recap, this is happened at Building 2, where Public Works is located. This is right next to City Hall. This is in the center, really, of the complex. As you heard from the woman that spoke before we came back on, the courthouse, they heard the shooting. They were told to shelter in place. Many of them stayed at their desks, their cubicles. The threat, all clear was given, and they started to leave. But it doesn't matter where you are. Probably in this region, you're shaken up about this. When I was speaking with Dave Hansen, he was sheltering in place when he was talking to me over in City Hall. We also want to point out that building number 2 has several offices in it. It's not just public utilities or public works. I think they have zoning in there. There's a lot of offices in there, and so this is going on in afternoon as work is starting to end, and the suspect obviously took advantage of having many targets available to the person. And we're both talking with lots of people right now. I just heard from a developer that says, he just knows so many people in there, and he's checking one by one, hoping he gets that text back that they are okay. Another source related with law enforcement just texted me, this is bad.
Bill DeSteff, I was talking with State Senator Bill DeSteff. I had spoken with him, and he was sending out the wishes, his well wishes to the families. And he, and this is a defense guy, okay? He absolutely cannot believe what has happened either. He didn't have much more to shed to what happened, but and we are also going to be very curious to find out the condition of the suspect. And we're hoping to find out more about that from this news conference that's supposed to take place sometime between 6 and 6:15. But reporters were all out here waiting and trying to get the latest information.
Yeah, that's really the tone is awful. That's really the only way to say it. The tone is awful, and that's what you experience out here. It's heavy.
I've been in this town since 1986. 86. Nothing like this ever.